What's up, weirdos? We're back for new food at Knoebels 2025. We're going down to the park in early May, so the new food guide that Knoebels puts out every year has not been released yet, unfortunately. The new food that we're going to try in this video is going to be from a list of food we compiled going through Knoebels' website, checking out different articles and different YouTube videos. So two foods we are for sure going to check out because they've received quite a bit of buzz are the acai bowls. Now we're only going to get one today, but they do have three. Those are at the Bavarian Nut Shop. And we're also going to try out the German sushi that is at Dexter's Deli over at the International Food Court. And then we're just going to see where the wind takes us from there. Any of the foods that we have on our list that we don't get to today, we will tell you about. And then once Knoebels actually does release the food guide, we will include that link in the description. And that's all for now, weirdos. We will see you when we get to the park. Alright, weirdos, we just got to the park. We're gonna go get one of the acai bowls at the Bavarian Nut Shop. Let's go. Alright, so we just went to the Bavarian Nut Shop and we got one of the three acai bowls. We got the Happy Camper for $8.50. The Happy Camper has the acai base, bananas, granola, strawberries, and peanut butter drizzle. First impressions, I was hoping there was going to be more peanut butter on the top. What do you think, Janessa?
Yeah, I agree. I wish there was more peanut butter, but you know, I'm a peanut butter girly, so.
All right, well, we didn't try it yet. So this is about to be our first taste of the day. We'll let you know how it is. First impressions, Janessa?
I wasn't sure if I liked the acai base, but the more I ate it, the more I did like it. It is a little cold when you have to chew like the granola and the banana and the strawberry. So if you have a teeth sensitivity, be aware of that. Otherwise, I think it was good. More peanut butter is always good, but the taste of it was really nice and it was really fresh.
Yes, I agree completely. I think for the size, I'm not sure if it's worth $8.50. What I will say though is because there wasn't really a line over at the Bavarian Nut Shop, the workers making the meal actually took their time to make our bowl look cute. It looked cute. But I agree with Janessa. I think it needed more peanut butter. But overall, I do think I would get it again. I think the $8.50 price is a little bit high, but it's park food pricing.
It's also like fresh fruit pricing too. It looks like the only thing they ate ahead of time was the acai base.
I liked it. If you want something fresh, I would actually recommend this. Now, they do have two other flavors. We have the menu included in the video. We had the Happy Camper, and I think we would recommend it.
Yeah.
So if you are interested, the new acai bowls at the Bavarian Nut Shop, Weirdo approved. All right, we're off to get the German sushi at Dexter's Deli at the International Food Court. We will see you there.
All right, so we got the German sushi from the Dexter's Deli window at the International Food Court. It looks really big. I didn't realize it was going to be a corn dog. We thought it was going to be a hot dog, but it's a corn dog covered in chili, the like plastic cheese, like the stuff that comes out of the machine, and then sauerkraut that they cooked off on the grill while they were waiting for the corn dog to be done.
So this is $8. Yeah. I don't think we're going to finish it, but let's try it. First impressions, Janessa?
My first impressions were that the corn dog batter got a little bit soggy with everything on top. Like a German sushi to me would have just been the corn dog with sauerkraut and like mustard, like maybe a beer mustard or beer cheese or whatever. This was like a mix of a chili cheese dog and like a sauerkraut and mustard hot dog, like corn dog. I feel like they should be separate and not together.
I think The pieces were way too big. They could have cut it up more and then got more pieces out of it. I agree with what Janessa said about it being mushy. The piece of the corn dog batter that we both got at the very ends that had nothing on it tasted really good and had a nice crunch. And also the hot dog they used was their Fiesta dog, so it was a little bit spicy. So if you're not into spice, maybe this isn't the thing for you. It wasn't too bad, but just take note of that. Overall, I'm not sure if I would get this again. What do you think, Janessa?
I would only get it again if they split it up and had like a sauerkraut and mustard version.
Yeah, I agree. The cheese and the sauerkraut and the barbecue, that was too much. It was too much. Sometimes less is more.
Yeah.
And I think this is one of those cases. I don't know if I would recommend someone getting this. What about you?
I mean, we've gone over what was on it, so if it sounds good to you, I would try it. Like, if you like a chili cheese dog with sauerkraut, that's basically what it tasted like. And a little bit of spice with the Fiesta dog. But yeah, not my favorite. Like I said, I'd only try it again if they had a different version. I wouldn't try this version again.
The Dexter's Deli also has the ham and turkey melt and the Monte Cristo melt that we did not get here. The Monte Cristo melt is $9 and the ham or turkey melt is $8. I didn't see it, we didn't try it, but if you're into that, that appears to be new this year. Also over at the International Food Court at the Mexican window, they have a Mexican rice ball for $10. We're also not trying that today. It does sound good, so maybe you want to try that out when you come to the park as well. Now, I think what we're going to do next is we're going to go to the pizza place and try their new buffalo chicken pizza. We'll see you over there. All right, so first impressions for me, I just went up to the counter, got the pizza. It was supposed to be $6, but the young lady that took my order clearly was new and doing her best. I'm a little frustrated because her manager was standing right behind her and basically let her upcharge me, and then later, after the order was done and she asked her a question, decided to ridicule her in front of me. So that was not cool. First impressions on the actual pizza, Janessa?
It doesn't look like much.
Does not look great. Does not look great.
It looks like a cheese pizza with some buffalo sauce. And it comes with a side of ranch, which I like ranch on my pizza, so that's good.
So I actually don't know if I got upcharged for the ranch or not. I don't know if it's supposed to come with it, and I will never know. Yeah, it just seems like a basic piece of regular pizza, so why don't we just try it and see what it tastes like, see if we like it. All right, here we go. Okay, so first impressions on this one. The slice of pizza was not very hot when we got it, but Janessa commented that it tasted like buffalo chicken dip. It was $6. I would be curious to come here and get a fresh pie for $26 and see what it tasted like fresh and like hot. I bet it would be much better. I just checked out my credit card to see how much of an upcharge I got for the ranch. I don't think I was supposed to get charged just because of what that girl supervisor said to her when she handed me the pizza. But it was a whole $1 for this little thing of buttermilk ranch, and we like dipped the pizza in like 3 times. Even if we dipped it in the whole time, I don't think we would have used that whole thing of ranch. What do you think, Janess?
I think it was fine. I just was telling Rebecca that I'm used to the slices of pizza being just like not hot in general, as because they're not full pies, are not fresh out of the oven. You're getting like reheated slices, so that didn't bother me as much. I mean, it tasted okay. I don't know if I would get just a slice again. I would agree. I would maybe get a whole pie and try that with other people. But yeah, it was just fine. I was gonna say kind of expensive, but that's all the slices are $6. You just got charged an extra $1 for the ranch.
Yeah, I think it was fine. I don't know if I would say this is a weirdo's recommendation. I would say if you want to try it, go for it. But maybe if you do want to try it, see if you can bring some of your friends along, have a fun day at Knoebels, and get the buffalo chicken pie for $26. You can split the cost, and then you get the fresh pie, and it's hot and it's warm. Also, they're gonna ask you if you want the drizzle, the buffalo drizzle on top. I actually think it needed it, but we like spice more, I would say. I think I have nothing to compare it to if we didn't get it, but I would say get the drizzle. What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I would get the drizzle too.
Okay, cool, awesome. All right, well, that was the buffalo chicken slice. Where are we headed next? All right, y'all, so next we're gonna head to the Alamo food truck to get chicken and waffles on a stick. See you there.
we just got the chicken and waffles on a stick with gravy from the Alamo food truck. The chicken and waffles with gravy was $9.75. You could also add potatoes to it, and that would be $10.25. And then also online, I don't remember seeing it, but they have a chicken and waffle sandwich. There was different versions. I don't remember what all the versions were now, but that's another option you can get from the food truck for $9. I think that one was.
I'm sure they have the food truck online too on the dining. I don't remember seeing the sandwich there, but just know that that is another option coming down.
We were pretty sure before we walked over there that they had this food truck out for Hall of Fun last year, and it seems like they just let it up for the rest of the season. So it is where the Power Surge used to be. It's in that general area, and it's got some seating outside of it. We couldn't find any seats there. They were busy, so we were eating inside the Oasis cafeteria.
And it's really cute.
It is really cute. I forgot how cute it was. Mm-hmm. We don't come here often.
I think first impressions looking at this, it's massive. It is like four cuts of a waffle and 3 like kind of decently sized pieces of fried chicken. So we're about to try it, and we'll let you know how it tastes. So first impressions on this chicken and waffles. We got the chicken and waffles with the gravy. The gravy did not add anything. I think if anything, it took away from it because it made the fried chicken mushier and it made the waffle mushier. And the waffles smelled really good when we first sat down. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a good waffle. I was telling Janessa, I think if I went back there, I would get just the chicken and waffle sandwich and get like just maple syrup on it and try that and give that a shot. Because I actually do think the gravy didn't taste like anything and it kind of ruined it. What do you think?
I agree with everything you said. I think if you're gonna get the chicken and waffles from the Alamo, you might as well just go inside the Alamo and do the sit down and get the chicken and waffles. If we come back, I would like to try the chicken and waffle sandwich. That sounds like a better idea. And I was saying on the way over that the container that it's in was really warm in my hand, but it got cold really fast.
Yeah.
Even the chicken. And then she was saying how the chicken got soggy, like the breading, but then the chicken on the inside was dry.
Yep, the chicken was dry. And when my first impression of this was I pulled the piece of the waffle off first, and the gravy was cold on it. And I was like, well, this isn't a great start. So yeah. I would not recommend this. I would say, I would agree with Janessa. Just go to the Alamo, the sit-down Alamo, get the chicken and waffles there. Janessa said that they pull the chicken. Yes. And it's pulled chicken, and they sit it in the gravy, and that's probably what gives it so much of its flavor. Would you recommend? Because I would not recommend. I would recommend literally what we just said. Just go to the Alamo and get it. What do you think?
I agree. I would not recommend it. If you want chicken and waffles, just go to the Alamo. I mean, it's worth it. It's also, if it's a really hot day, it's air conditioned in there. Even if you don't want chicken and waffles, they have something on their menu that you can find that you'd like.
And exactly what you just said. If it's a really hot day, you can go in there and like get a bit of an escape from it. So next we're going to go to Soft Ice Cream, and we're going to get the ice cream nachos, and we'll let you know how they taste.
So we just got the ice cream nachos from the Soft Ice Cream. You had your choice of ice cream and topping. So the ice creams change. I think they change them weekly. And then all the toppings were from what their Sunday toppings are. So we ended up with chocolate vanilla twist ice cream and peanut butter topping. It was really good. There was a bit of a learning curve. We could not eat them as nachos. We tried a couple of different ways, but the way that ended up working for us was kind of like taking our spoons and piling everything on top of the spoon and then eating it.
Get the ice cream first and then put everything on top.
The waffle cone was good. It just was a little too brittle to get through the ice cream. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it was really good.
That was good. And for $8.25, you might have a bit of a learning curve too, but I think you should try it because once you figure out how to eat it, it's actually pretty good. They kind of separate everything, so they separate the waffle chips, the ice cream, and the topping. So you can like put like a ton of topping if you really wanted to on your waffle cone chip, and then like put that on top of like your scoop of ice cream on your spoon, and it's pretty good. I would definitely recommend this. What do you think?
I agree. I would recommend this one. It was really good.
I think we're only going to try one more dessert today. We're going to go back to Dexter's Deli, and we're going to try that Philly cheesecake. We'll see you over there. All right, weirdos. Weirdos. So we decided not to get the Philly cheesecake that's over at Dexter's Deli because we decided that we had a lot of food. So it's time for us to do our Weirdo Recap. Okay, so the Philly cheesecake melt that we did not get today, that was, like I said, over at the International Food Court at Dexter's Deli. For $8, you can get that with blueberry or strawberry filling. It sounded pretty good. Did you notice anything special when you ordered your other stuff there about it?
I read about what it was when I was picking up the German sushi. And so it's cheesecake filling and either strawberry or blueberry filling, whatever you choose, in between 2 pieces of French toast.
Well, that can't be bad. But like we said, it's just a little too much for us today. What else were we looking at? Oh, we did get to stop into Stony Gables. And I guess usually they do specials on top of their regular flavors. That's at least what the woman inside said. But their special flavors this time were raspberry crumb, blueberry cheesecake, and pistachio nut. We did not get any of those, but if you're interested, those are around. It's also $4.50 for a piece, or it's basically one of those blocks that they have there to easily grab. And that should be a quarter pound, but you can always order less than that. You can do, half of a block or even smaller than that. What's next?
So another thing that was on our list that we didn't get to today was the Brain Freeze, which is over at Slush and Such, which is right next to Candy Corner and across from Casa de Refrescos. The Brain Freeze is layers of slushy, like icy slushy, and Dippin' Dots. Oh, and it is $10.
We did get a video of what the front of the 40 Below Joe looks like. So the 40 Below Joe is basically a new stand that is by Flying Turns. It's by the Flying Turns and the Bavarian Nut Shop. It looked like it was like Dippin' Dots style, and they had a bunch of different flavors.
Mm-hmm. So the coffee ones were salted caramel, French vanilla, mocha, and hazelnut. Oh, they were called Island Rocks, was the other ones that weren't coffee-based. That one had pina colada and mango margarita, and then they had one that was dessert, and that was strawberries and cream, and I believe that one was dairy-free as well.
I think you're right.
I'll put a disclaimer if it's not.
And then the sizes, they have a small size and a regular size. The small is $6 and the regular size is $7. And then the last thing that was on our list was from the pizza stand formerly known as Cesari's, where we got the buffalo chicken pizza. They have a lemon chiller there for $9.
What I read online was it is lemon sorbet. It said in a lemon shell. I'm not sure what that meant. And then, oh dang, I feel like there was something on top of it and I can't remember. I'll add in here when I look it up what else was on the lemon chiller.
And then there was the giant specialty pretzels, which they had last year.
I believe they had them last year.
But this year they have the regular for $10, cinnamon sugar for $12, and Italian for $12. Any comments to those?
Only that when we were looking at the different flavors of the giant pretzels, the Italian one seemed like it'd be more bang for your buck. The cinnamon sugar was just cinnamon and sugar, while the Italian had Italian seasonings, Parmesan cheese, garlic, butter, and it came with a side of pizza sauce. So, I mean, it depends on if you want something sweet or something savory, but if you're going savory, I would rather pay the extra $2 for the Italian one than the cinnamon sugar.
I agree. Okay, should we do, since we're done with that list, should we do best of the day and worst of the day for both of us?
Sure.
Okay, now I gotta think about this.
Yeah.
Okay, favorite and least favorite of the day for Rebecca. Favorite of the day was the ice cream nachos from Soft ice cream. Second would be the acai bowl. That was a really nice surprise, nice and refreshing, something that I think I would definitely get again. And then least favorite of the day for me was a tie between the German sushi and the chicken and waffles. And the reason for that is I thought that the German sushi was a bit mushy with all of the toppings on it. It got a little gross for me. And then for the chicken and waffles, the gravy had like no flavor at all. And then my first bite of it was like cold with the waffle, and then the chicken was overcooked. What do you think, Janessa?
We were discussing it, and my favorite, I agree, was the ice cream nachos. They were fun, and it tasted good. Acai bowl was a close second, and it was a surprise because I didn't think I'd like the acai. When my first bite of it, I was like, ooh, I don't know if I like this, honestly. And then I kept eating it, and I was like, okay, never mind. It's actually pretty good. My least favorite was the chicken and waffles on a stick, just because it was so bland. German sushi wasn't fantastic, but at least that was flavorful. Like the hot dog tasted good, the sauerkraut was good. The pieces separately were good. I just don't know if I liked it all together. But with the chicken and waffles, it was just very, very bland, all one flavor, which was not flavorful at all.
All right, y'all, that's it for our new food at Knoebels 2025. Thanks for watching, and until next time, wander on, weirdos.